Welcome back to this, the seventh of 8 in our series of um, fantasy football teams, and there will be a total of 64 teams. This is just a spring outdoor league that I have imagined. I appreciate every comment and try to address them as I can. And this series is just for fun. So these are my 8 teams that I'm putting in the Colonial Conference. The first team is the Virginia Destroyers. It's a former UFL team. They played at the Virginia Sportsplex, which could accommodate 17,000 when it was expanded using recycled bleacher seating from the U.S. Open, apparently. They have also played in some other stadiums, but there in Virginia, there is Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, which is way too big at 65,000, so I'm not quite sure where appropriate venue for this team would be, but there you have it. Then I've got my Washington, D.C. Federals. Now, I liked the XFL's Defenders, but I guess I'm just more of a USFL fan. I guess I'm old. I had the inaugural game, which I think was between the Federals and the Blitz of the USFL on DVD, and I used that for background noise for a long, long time. So, I'm just partial to the Federals, which was at one time coached by longtime Arena Football League head coach Mike Hohensee. Next up, I've got the Philadelphia Freedom. I had never liked the Stars. I just feel like that's the team that should be in L.A. I don't like their color scheme, so I'm going to go ahead and call them the Philadelphia Freedom and give them a logo that I think is appropriate. Next up, I've got the Pittsburgh Maulers. Three Rivers Stadium is much too big. They are scheduled to play this year. Of course, this year they're going to play in Birmingham, as are a lot of teams on this particular list, which is odd. But hopefully they'll find something smaller and more appropriate. Like all YouTube channels, we thrive on subscriptions. Please do like and click the bell. And like this channel is here to drive traffic to my Amazon and eBay pages, so please do look below at the links. Any click is really appreciated. It helps the algorithm. And we're moving on to Hartford, Connecticut. So I'm going to go ahead and create a Hartford Whalers team. The Whalers were a beloved NHL team. I don't know why they, I don't know what's preventing that from being used again. Now, the Coyotes of the Arena Football League did play there. It was one of the teams that had a little screen time in American Underdog, which I did a review of. But I would really like to see the Hartford Whalers come back as a football team. Next up, we've got yet another team that is slated to play in the USFL in 2022, and that is the Michigan Panthers, which is outside of the footprint that I would have liked for this. But to get my 64 teams in, I kind of had to reach out over the Great Lakes to do it. Again, they won't actually play in Michigan until 2023, and hopefully they'll find a venue that works, because as I recall, in the previous incarnation, they played in a huge stadium, which they did fill up at that time. And then I've got the New Jersey Generals. They're coming back. They should play in New Jersey. They were always advertised as a New Jersey team, and I enjoyed that. I liked their look. I liked the whole situation. And the last team is going to be the New York Guardians, which also played in New Jersey when they played in the XFL in 2019 or 2020. But I would like them to find a venue in New York City. And the one that I found just looking around on the internet was listed at 22,000. That's Downing Stadium. And this episode is going to be sponsored by my Whiskey Rebellion patch. Please do give it a click. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, and have a great day.